Okay, guys, so there's this video going around with this doctor. His name's Brian Sutter, MD, and he's responding to the Israel Adesanya UFC fight, UFC 253, and he's talking about the odd lump of tissue that is on Israel's right nipple. It's like underneath, it's making it look saggy and droopy. And gosh, man, I really wonder what that is. I definitely didn't just make a video about this and reversing it. It's freaking gyno, man. And this doctor, I guess he doesn't really think that it is gyno based on what he says. So let's watch this clip right here and we're going to see what this doctor thinks and if he thinks that it is gynecomastia that Israel is experiencing here.
Also, if there was some imbalance of hormones in his body causing this, it would be really, really, really rare and odd for it to affect just one side. Hormones are circulating all throughout the blood, all throughout the body, and so the fact that this is just on one side makes that controversial topic even much less likely.
So clearly it doesn't really think that it's gynecomastia, according to this doctor, right? He doesn't think that Israel has gynecomastia because it's only in one side, man. You can't get gynecomastia from steroid use in only one side. Are you kidding me? That's just not freaking possible. I mean, even Ronnie Coleman in this picture shows that that is just not possible to have gyno in only one side. Are you kidding me? Obviously, I'm making fun of this guy a little bit because gynecomastia can definitely happen in only one side. And if it does, I seriously suggest that you watch this video that I have right above and read the article that I'm going to link in the description to hopefully reverse that gynecomastia that has taken place or get it surgically removed, because you definitely don't want gyno, but you really don't want gyno if it's only in one side, because that is going to look really, really funky. It's going to be like you have a deflated boob on one side and some lumpy malformed boob on the other side. So that's not freaking what you want at all. But the reason why I'm kind of making fun of what this doctor says about gynecomastia is it can definitely happen on only one side, and I've definitely seen this and even experienced it from gyno that happens due to puberty. So myself personally, my right nipple is slightly puffier than my left nipple, and I can feel that there's just a small lump underneath my right nipple. And I've had this ever since puberty, right? And if you watch my last video, you know that a lot of guys, they get a little bit of gyno during puberty, or they get a lot of bit of gyno during puberty. You hope that you get none, but most guys experience some sort of gyno during puberty. And so does that always happen only in, does it happen always in both sides? No, it does not. A lot of times guys get gyno a little bit more in one side than they do the other side. And I'm kind of mind blown that this doctor doesn't understand that it really, it doesn't have to happen in both sides. And that simple fact is the reason why he's writing this off in Israel's case as not being gyno. Well, that just doesn't make sense to me. And obviously, Ronnie Coleman, other bodybuilders, they've experienced gyno more so in one side than the other. Now, there's an interesting article, and there's a couple of them that actually show that gyno can be exacerbated in one side over the other if trauma is placed upon that area. So in Israel's case, he's experiencing elbows, knees, punches, all sorts of blows to different tissues in his body, which can definitely cause all sorts of various things to happen to him. But one of those things is that, let's say he had a little bit of gyno in his right nipple already due to steroid use, due to puberty, could be due to, a lot of imbalances. But let's say he already had some, right? Now let's say he gets punched repeatedly in the right side of his chest and doesn't take any punches to the left side. It is very, very, very possible that those punches caused his gyno to morph and just form a larger mass of gyno and develop more breast tissue in that area due to the trauma that that side experienced. So I don't think that this doctor necessarily knows what he's talking about in this regard. And, you know, that's one reason why you should always double check what your doctor tells you. Don't ever trust one doctor, especially if it's a serious diagnosis, and really double check what he's giving you as far as prescriptions, because a lot of doctors, they're not experts in everything. No doctor is an expert in everything. Most doctors, they have a specialty, and then they have a general knowledge of the rest of the body, just what's required for them to get through medical school. So don't take what your doctor says as gospel, because it is not. You know, your doctor can be 100% wrong as well. They only have usually one or two specialties, and anything else beyond that it is not their specialty. So you need to be doing your research on what your doctor tells you as well. And you know, this guy, I'm not hating on him. You know, he's probably very good at you know, exercise physiology, you know, how muscles work, but the endocrine system is probably not his specialty, and that is definitely seen in this video. So guys, I just kind of wanted to touch upon that because it's something that happened very recently, UFC 253 with Israel Adesanya. And that's something that really related to the last video where I talked about gyno and how you might be able to reverse it and how you can prevent gyno from happening in the first place. So what would I say to Israel about getting this? I think that the gyno is too far gone on him. He'll probably have to have that surgically removed. If you have just minor cases of gyno, you can use certain drugs to prevent or to reverse the effects of that gyno, such as Nolvadex. But you know, in his case, I think he's too far gone, because that right pec is just staring me in the eye, and it is looking pretty messed up. So for him, he's probably going to have that gyno surgically removed, and I'm sure we're going to see some pictures later on where he's going to show up and he's not going to have any gyno whatsoever in that right pec, and we will know exactly what he did in order to get that taken care of. So guys, if you want to see more videos like this, kind of on pop culture, just modern relevant things, let me know in the comments. Also, leave some other comments below if you think that what I'm saying is untrue, or if you agree with this doctor, let me know, because I want to hear your opinion as well on that. Please like this video. Hit that little red subscribe button, because I really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot, and I will catch you guys next time.